Alex from Hornet, and today we're at the GlAAD Media Awards red carpet talking to honorees all about LGBTQ issues that they care about right now in honor of Hornet's global campaign #WeAreOne. You're gorgeous.
No, you're gorgeous. I'm just the fly on the wall. I'm just the wallflower.
Oh my God.
I think that it's tough to identify just one global issue that we're facing as humanity. But I think that our struggle is really linked right now to Islamophobia, and I think that that's something I don't hear talked about often enough in the LGBT community.
You are being honored tonight.
I am.
How does it feel? Tell me after.
It's really humbling. I have to say, it's really humbling. This is a huge honor. Vito Russo, he was one of the first to hold the world, the industry, and therefore the world accountable for how we as LGBTQ people were represented. And so, the fact that anybody thinks of me in that way is very profound. I have a play that's in development at the Public. It talks about my generation, which I call the lost generation of gay men. I came out in '85. We went straight to the front lines to fight for our lives. There was no time for anything else. Those of us who have survived have PTSD. We know how to fight, but we don't know how to live. And the people who were supposed to teach us how to connect in that way died in a plague. So we don't see that story. We're not talking about that, and I'm getting ready to talk about it.
You look amazing tonight.
Thank you. I wanted to be special for tonight.
You are always special.
Thank you.
How does Debra Messing resist?
In every way she possibly can. I protest, I boycott, I march, I make phone calls every single day, use my platform to try and talk about issues that need addressing and injustices and discrimination that need to be righted. In any way that I can, I try and support especially the people on the ground who are doing the real work every single day.
Well, Will and Grace is coming back, which is
Yes. Well, obviously we have more initials to catch up with.
Yes.
I mean, it was just really LGB 11 years ago. So we obviously need to continue. We need to do stories that have trans characters and deal with gender identity and people who are questioning.
Before it started airing, a lot of people had some preconceived notions about it. If you could say a tweet to those people, what would you say?
We are people. We are representing ourselves. We're, and yes, a larger the community, but these are our personal stories. We're also in a time where we were able to have a show like this on television. This did not exist, let alone 5 years ago, 2 years. So I think we should be celebrating, maybe if you don't necessarily agree with the content, the fact that we were able to do such a thing.
Oh, this is gorgeous. 7 Muppets had to be skinned.
Oh, really?
You look amazing. And you're nominated.
Yes, we are. That is so when GlAAD recognizes you, it means that you're doing something right. It means that you're really giving that message. And that's what GlAAD is about. And the GlAAD Awards, it lets you know that your story is affecting cultural change in a positive way. So yeah, it's really exciting to be nominated.
What? So who's on what side of the bed then?
I'm always on top. No, I'm always on top.
Oh, on top, absolutely.
Yes.
No, I'm not talking about top. I'm talking about sides of the bed. That's what I was saying.
Oops. No, I'm kidding. We switch. It depends on which side the window is on. I need the darkness.
You need the darkness?
Yes.
And I'm in the light, which is why I'm a glitter fairy.
Oh, well, what I'm very passionate about right now is what I didn't have growing up, which is someone to point at and look to as a young gay kid in a farm town and say, look at that. I could grow up to be happy. I can grow up to be that. I couldn't point at anything. There was no roadmap for me to be a grown-up. And so it's always driven me. Since I started on TV back in 2001, it's always driven me to provide that for some kids who may think oh, look, people like him and I'm like that, and maybe they'll like me. That drives me.
Right now, what I am doing is I'm affiliated with the Sage Table, and what it is we're doing an intergenerational conversation, and Whoopi Goldberg and Tom Leonardis are part of this, and we're doing this intergenerational conversation because our LGBTQ elders are now aging, and they're not getting the love and the respect or the services or having access to the resources that they need. Everything is so geared towards the youth, and we forget about the pioneers, the ones that paved this way and made it possible for us.
And it's about knowing your history.
Oh, most definitely.
What is like one LGBTQ narrative missing in media?
Transgender parenting.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah. That needs to be expressed. We are mothers and fathers to so many, and we live that, and that narrative, that story needs to be told.
We gotta fix Russia. What the hell is going on there? I am mad as hell right now. I look beautiful right now, but someone is suffering right now. We have to really think about that. Yes. Things are not right with all of us the world over, and it should not be like that.
I'm really concerned about the atrocities in Chechnya, and we pressured Nikki Haley at GlAAD to speak out about this because we needed to start the ball rolling and get voices, global leadership voices heard, and she spoke out, and now we're putting pressure on the administration further to speak out about this and do something about this. This is a horrifying thing that's happening in Chechnya, and they need our support. They have no voice. We are the voice here in America. GlAAD is the voice for all LGBTQ people internationally, and they need our voice right now, so we're pushing very hard on that.
The movie we make, the documentary, is about to show in one of the hidden story from a lot of thousands hidden story back in Middle East about the LGBT there, what's happened if you gay there, how people gonna judge you there, and the killing, the torching, not just the family, not just the tribe, even the militias, everyone there. So we lost our family because of that documentary. But it's make us more stronger because we win a lot of other people. We give them a hope to come out and just to educate the new generation back there, let them know it's okay to be gay.
I think right now what's most vital is to ensure that we have a lot more access for folk, whether that means restroom use, whether that's healthcare, whether that's ensuring that folk can walk on the streets safely without threat of harassment or violence.
How does Ross Mathews resist?
How do I resist? Honey, open my fucking mouth. Right?
Yeah.
That's how you resist.
You resist by existing.
Every time I walk into Starbucks, hi, I'm resisting.
Thanks so much for watching today. And remember to download Hornet, where guys connect.